to another video. This is Flower Heart Plans. My name is Harley, and today we are going to decorate my Hobonichi cousin, and we are decorating for the week of May 26th through June 1st. And to do that, we are going to use these stickers that I got from Joanne a while ago. It's by Park Lane. Of course, we know Joanne is going out of business now, so you won't be able to find these anymore, but I have them, so I'm going to use them. So we have these fruit-themed stickers. We have this sheet. This sticker paper is a little bit thick, so it's going to bulk up my page just a little bit, but these are really cute, and I want to use them. I didn't know the stickers were this thick when I bought them, but now that I have them, I might as well use them. Then we have this sheet of drinks, some summer drinks. We have these patterns, which I probably won't use a lot of these. Then we have these quotes and fruit, some tags and notes areas. And the last sheet is this page. So we have all of this to work with. I do have some mild liners in colors that kind of match the stickers. The washi tape that I have are these. These are all of the fruit themed washi tapes in my collection. And of these, I think the one I'm going to use is this one. I don't remember where I got this from, but it's really cute. I also like this one with the lemons and oranges on it, but it doesn't bring in any of the other colors like the red and the green and the limes. So I don't know if I'm going to use this one, but I do like it. It's really pretty. So let's put these off to the side and get started. I think this one matches a little bit too. This one with the lemons on it. It's just a bit more subtle because it's a skinnier washi tape. So let's open her up. And I'm decorating the weekly layout in my Hobonichi. I am caught up on the daily pages. I had a catch-up journal session yesterday. I was about a week behind, and I caught up on my daily pages, so I'm pretty happy about that. I just have to write in Saturday and Sunday. Today is Monday, the 26th, Memorial Day. So technically, I'm late in setting this up because I do like to do this before the week starts, but I have the day off of work, so I'm going to use this as the opportunity to have my planner session. And I'm actually going to decorate and film multiple planner setups, but I might break them up into their own videos, so you might get them throughout the week. I'm going to do the weekly layout in my Hobonichi cousin. I have the monthly petite Erin Condren planner, my B6 and my B6 monthly Sterling ink booklet. And I think that's it. But I'm going to do all of those, but I think they'll be their own videos. Anyway, let us get started. So I usually like to do something with the date covers at the top to add some color and some pizzazz to the page. So like last week, I did rainbow. I used date dots and date covers in the prior weeks. But this week, I don't have anything that really matches the colors that I'm using. So I think I might just try to highlight. And let's see what color I want to highlight. You know what? I just might have my numbers and days sticker book here. And I think I'm going to try to use some of these numbers. So this is the sticker book by Agenda 52, the paper studio at Hobby Lobby. I use this one all the time. And I might just use these numbers and highlight the days. The only issue I'm kind of running into is that Saturday and Sunday are shaded gray and red. So I won't be able to highlight those, but I think I'll use the yellow numbers and those will match. Not exactly, but I think it'll match more with the orange slices, actually. But we're going to use these. I'm not going to think about this too much. Although, before when I did this with these size stickers, I was able to cover up without highlighting. But these numbers are a bit bigger, so I will have to not highlight, white out these numbers, which I don't always like whiting out in my planner, but sometimes it calls for it. So let's just white out these numbers. And how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. If you are in the United States, I hope that you are enjoying the Memorial Day. For this one, I'm just going to white out the 1. I'll leave the 6 and see how that works. I have the day off of work, and then me and Jason are going to his parents' house because they are barbecuing, which I always love when they cook because they are phenomenal cooks. His grandfather used to be a chef at a restaurant, so he really knows his stuff when it comes to cooking. And so we're going to go there. Let's see, there are 31 days in May and then June 1st. I think that works. I'm not going to highlight the days of the week because the weekend I won't be able to do anything with that. So let's just leave it. And I'm also going to visit my mom today. She also loves my in-laws cooking, so she wants me to bring her some leftovers of their cooking, which they are always happy to provide. They cook enough to feed a village, so whenever I'm there, they offer me a ton of food to take home. So they won't mind if I take some for my mom. And let's just cut this off here. I think I might use this same washi tape at the top and bottom. I don't usually like to do that. I like using a different tape at the top and bottom, but I don't think that orange and lemon one will match the vibe of this one because this is more whimsical and this one, yeah, it's not the right vibe. So I'm going to use this one at the bottom too. And I'm just going to go along the entire page. And this might just be a decorate with me instead of a plan with me because it takes a while for me to write in my plans in my Hobonichi cousin because I do the whole week at once to plan out my ideal week. And that usually takes, I want to say, at least 45 minutes just for the writing itself. And I don't want this video to be too long, so let's see, what else do we want to do? How about we put down some of these? I think over here, I'm going to use this green. Oh yeah, these are really thick. They're like on cardstock. I'm just going to cover up the calendar because I don't use that. And I probably won't use too many of these actually because they're thicker than I thought. And when I'm on the next week, writing over it won't be very pleasant because it's going to be so thick. So how about we do this? Let's get the highlighter and write in our to-do list. Are there headers in here? I see headers for drinks. Then we have good vibes. No. Yeah, there's nothing I could use for a header. So I'm just going to write. And in the Hobonichi Cousin on the Tomoe River paper, I like to use this Unijet Stream Light Touch Ink ballpoint pen. I haven't had any issues with it smearing. It does ghost, but that's typical on this kind of paper. But it hasn't smeared since I started using it. So that's why I've been sticking to this. So let's write this week. And let's use the yellow for the checklist. This is more of a neon yellow. And then at the bottom here, we can use this one. We have this Life is Sweet. We can use here. And squeeze the day. Where do I want this one? I want it on Wednesday or Thursday, kind of in the middle of the week. I just don't want it to take up too much of my space. So let's put it here. And then we do have some strawberries, so let's add those in. We have this one and this one. I wish we had a third one. Oh, we have this page. So how about we do this? Oh, we have some cherries too. So let's put that one there. We have lime, lemon, orange, watermelon, strawberry, cherry. What don't we have? I think we've used all of the fruits. Let's just put another cherry on here. We need some yellow on this page. So how about we put something here, like maybe this one. Like that. And I think that's enough decoration to get started. This isn't how I usually decorate. I usually make it kind of structured without a lot of decoration in the middle of the page. But this is kind of scattered. So I will write around it, but it's just a little bit different. So, oh, I do want to put down that it is Memorial Day. So I have this sticker book and this page that I got from a Sweet Kawaii Design sticker book. So I want this one to grab this Memorial Day sticker. It's very small, but I could put it here. Yeah, I'll put it here. I was going to put it at the top above the day of the week, but I'll put it right underneath it. And then I'll use my last day off sticker. Right there. And we can start writing. So, what I want to do, Since I don't have to put any work to-dos on Monday, I'm just going to go in with my to-do list. And then Wednesday, I work from home, so I want to write that in. So let's just do this. Work from home. At 7:30, I start work, so I'm going to put my work to-dos here. And Friday, and let's just do top 3 for work each day. I find doing my top 3 items is enough to keep me on track because I kind of set my own daily tasks. I have projects and things that I work on and they have deadlines, but up until it's due, I kind of set my own workflow to make sure that it gets done. So there are days where it would be easy for me to slack off and not do as much, but having a top 3, at least a top 3, I can do enough to stay on track for those projects. I actually use a different notebook for work, and in addition to my top 3, I do write down a to-do list and agenda for the day each day. So that keeps me on track too. But this is just an overview of my week that I like to see. So I'm going to write work. Oh, not work in this one. This is my personal to-do. How can I hide this? Because if I white it out, I won't be able to highlight over it. So let's do this. Let's put this watermelon. I'm going to white this out. Put the watermelon down. And let's try this again. And hopefully I put the right header in it this time. So this is my to-do. This one is for work. And I'll put the headers in these two. This is month-end close on Friday, so I will have to work late because I'm doing the close process this month. Month-end close. Let's see, print out instructions. This, I'm working on the Canadian bank reconciliation. I will work on prepaids for corporate and the Canadian location. This will probably take up most of my day, but I need to make time to do the corporate bank rec follow-ups. On Wednesday, I work from home that day, but I still have a lot to get done. So I'm going to request the Canadian bank statements. I need to prepare journal entries for the bank rec. There are some journal entries that need to be done before month-end close, actually, so I'm going to work on that. And I will also need to prepare for close. So close prep. On Friday, I need to prepare journal entries. I need to pack my work stuff for Thursday because we actually need to return to the office on Thursday. So return to office. And I will circle this also. Because that's important. So my work stuff is done. I'm not sure if I should zoom in or not, because if I do, it will be hard to stay in frame. So let's just continue. For my items for today, let's do a checklist. I need to film videos, which I'm kind of doing now, but I just started, so I'm not going to check it off just yet. I need to edit and upload videos. I need to visit Jason's parents and visit my mom. I need to ask her if there are any errands that she needs me to run today, because that will determine how long I stay at her place. Then I also need to tidy my office, organize my craft supplies. That's part of tidying my office, but I want it to be its own thing because there's a lot to organize. And let's see, for my weekly to-do list, I need to see if there are any items I need to migrate, which there are. I need to schedule an eye appointment. I think I need glasses, but I need to get an exam to be sure. I need to declutter my emails. Oh, I need to get a new license. I need to check my student loans. I need to set up my Happy Planner Mini. That's been on my to-do list for months. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. And I need to schedule a dentist appointment. I have one scheduled for June 7th, but I need to schedule a routine exam. The one for June 7th is to get a filling, but I need to schedule just a routine exam also. Schedule dentist appointment. So I need to do that. And I think that's all for my weekly to-do list for now. So then I like to do my personal to-dos. So let's do them underneath my work items. And most of this is just highlighter and pen. But the highlighter really helps to make things stand out, so let's write to do in each of these. And I don't write to do on the weekend because my entire day is just a to-do list. And I feel like I don't really need a header for the weekend. So that's all I can think of for Monday. I am going to need to charge the car, so let's write that in. I won't be able to grocery shop. The grocery store that we usually go to is actually closed today. Oh, I need to clean the bathroom. That's the one room I haven't cleaned this week. And then for Tuesday, I need to wash dishes. I would like to do it today, but I know myself. I probably won't get to it today, so let's put that on for Tuesday. Wash dishes. I said I wasn't going to go through my actual planning with you all, but I'm going through the actual planning with you all. And if I'm being honest, I don't do much unless I have an appointment. I am usually at home doing chores or working or doing something really boring. So the items that I'm putting on my to-do list are really mundane things, but they are things that I need to do on a regular basis. So I do write them down. I need to meal plan. I need to meal prep. So how about I plan out my meals today, and when I can go to the grocery store tomorrow, I can get the items that I need. So let's do grocery shop and meal prep. That's one of the perks of working from home, is that I have the time to cook because I don't have to travel to and from work, and I can put something on during my lunch break and have it cook while I'm still here. So that's been a really good thing about working from home. Let's see. Wednesday, I do have an appointment. So that's going to be the main thing on my to-do list. I do want to note that I work until 5:30. So I work from home. I work until 5:30. I have a therapy appointment at 1 o'clock. So I will be out of office from 12:30 until 2:30. So let's just kind of highlight that. What else will I need to do? I know for sure I'm not going to get all my editing done today. So let's put that on Tuesday to edit and upload. Saturday. Let's jump to Saturday because on Saturday I need to get my license. Oh, you know what? So maybe Wednesday or Thursday I need to schedule my appointment. I don't know if I need to schedule it ahead of time or the day of, so I need to research that. So let's put research/schedule license renewal, and then I will do it on Saturday. This is really important. It doesn't expire until September, but if I don't do it now while it's on my mind, I will forget until the last minute, and then I'll be scrambling. And we're thinking of going on vacation before then, so I would need to get my real ID anyway. So let's just do that on Saturday. Then I also want to film videos. Oh, you know what? No, let's change that. Because while I'm out, I might as well visit my mom. She prefers if I visit her on Saturday rather than Sunday anyway. So let's do that. Visit mom and errands. And that will probably take me to I don't really use the timeline, but if something is going to take a long time, like hours and hours, I do kind of draw an arrow to signify that it's going to take longer than usual or longer than my other tasks do. And then I will have to charge the car, and I might as well grocery shop while I'm there. Charge car and grocery shop. I used to use a bunch of icons on my weekly when I first started doing the weekly layout. I no longer do that just because it takes time to find all these icons to use. So I just write it in instead of having an icon to go with it. That does mean that my icon stickers are kind of going to waste right now, but I'm just trying to find ways to save time in my planning process because I do plan in different planners, and that takes time to do all of the decoration and planning that I enjoy doing. So it's kind of a trade-off, but that's just how I'm planning for right now. And then I will film videos, and that will usually take a while too. So let's draw an arrow here. And then edit videos, which takes a while for me to do. And then Saturday evening, I just kind of want to relax. So let's do read and relax. I do schedule in relaxation time. That's mostly on Saturday evenings. I want to create art, so I'm going to make time for that and study. So Saturday is done. Sunday. I do like to wake up early, even on the weekends. So let's write in what I want to do on Sunday. I like to wake up on Sundays, have my coffee, edit my videos. That's if I film a video. I like to do that. Then I want to cook breakfast, wash dishes. I do most of my chores on Sunday, so I will need to tidy my office again and vacuum. Clean out the kitchen cabinets. And I like to meal plan and meal prep on Sundays too, which means I do a lot of cooking. So I will have more dishes to wash on Sunday. But then I like to read and relax. And study. Oh, and I need to prep for work. I like to just get all the outfits that I'm going to wear for work. I like to prepare them on Sundays, so that's one less thing I have to think about in the morning time. So prep for work. So the weekend is done. I just need to finish these days. Thursday, I have an appointment. So let's do this. I have therapy. I do 2 types of therapy. So most weeks I do have an appointment for each talk therapy and EMDR therapy. The EMDR therapy is 3 times a month. So there are weeks where I will just have talk therapy, but this week I have both. So therapy at 5:30. And let's put that in a box. Let's use the other end. I need to make sure I'm preparing for that therapy session. There is some homework, for lack of a better term, that I need to do. So let's put that here. Oh, something else I need to put in here is exercise. I need to start exercising or getting some kind of movement in every day. So this is just something I can write in and check off if I've done it. So let's put this on every day. And I'm not like doing a hardcore workout every day, but I do want to get some type of movement, even if it's just a short walk. So we're going to do that. Let's see, on Friday, I need to prep my planners and filming. I also like to do laundry on Friday, which means I also have to put up my laundry. I like to do that as soon as it comes out of the dryer, just so the clothes don't get wrinkled. Let's see, wash dishes. I also need to apply to jobs. So let's put these on every day too. I'm not going to apply to any today because it's a holiday. So let's see, apply to jobs. Finding a job in a different state has proven to be more difficult than I imagined. I knew it would be hard, but it's a little bit more difficult than getting a job here, especially because the job market in Florida is way different. If I look for accountant jobs in Chicago, there are a ton of them that pay really well. The market in Florida is just not what I'm used to, and the pay is not what I expected. But I'm hopeful that I will find something eventually. It just might take a little bit longer to find my ideal job, and I don't want to just accept any offer that I get. I really want it to be a job that I enjoy overall. It doesn't have to have everything that I want, but I want it to have most things on my list. So let's see, we want to read, create art, and study. I'm trying to make a habit out of reading, creating art, and studying. I want that to be part of my nightly routine, so that's why I'm writing it in each day. So let's do that here. There are some days where I know I won't get to it, but at least having it as a goal means that it stays in the front of my mind. So let's just write that down on each day. And then we have Thursday. Thursday is where I need to, well, I don't need to, but I would like to do some goal planning. Because I've been slacking on my long-term goals. I've just been keeping up with the daily tasks, but not really doing anything that will push me further toward the big goals that I had at the beginning of the year. So I want to sit down and be strategic about what I'm planning, what I'm doing, if I need to pivot. So that's what I'm going to do, hopefully on Thursday. Hopefully I have the time to do that because I know work is going to be busy. I might have to work late. I have my therapy appointment, returning to the office. So Thursday is going to be busy, but I think I could make time in the evening to do that. Let's see. We want to have a planner session. We also want to read, do art and study, and prep filming. Okay, so I think that's all I need to do. I do have some extra space for decoration, but I don't know if I really need to fill it or if I should just leave it as white space. So I have some space down here. So let's see. We have this good vibes only. Hello Summer. Hello Summer would have been good for Monday because it's the unofficial start of summer. And then these, I don't really like those. So it's between this and one of these quotes. How about we do the limes? Can put one there and maybe the orange. Like that. And do we have a strawberry? We do. I feel like this is too close to the watermelon, but I do want another strawberry on the page. And maybe another cherry. And I think we'll be done. Where should I put it? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm overdoing it at this point. So this is the setup in my Hobonichi cousin for the week of May 26th through June 1st. And I think it's so cute. I think it's super cute. I have all the elements that I need, my weekly to-do list, any holidays or things of note at the top, like if I have the day off, if I work from home, returning to the office. I also work from home Tuesday. Don't know why I forgot to write it in, but let's do this. And just because I know myself and I don't want to forget, let's put in office. Okay, so I think we are done. I have my to-do list. I have my appointments in boxes that stand out a little bit. And I have everything I need. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I am going to use this to set up the daily pages in my Stylogy. But I think because this video is long enough already, I will make that its own video. So thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. And I will see you on the next one. Bye.